So here I'm replacing the belts, bearings, and the drivetrain gear, the turbine, for a Polaris 380. It's an older model. I've never repaired a Polaris 380, so I'm learning as you're learning, so we'll learn together. I've already got it torn apart. I tore this apart the other day and was missing a couple bearings, so I'm sorry you missed the teardown part, but you'll get to see the put back together part and me not knowing what I'm doing and figuring out, and just proves that you could do this at home. I'm not even sure where to start, but let's figure it out. Okay, so I'll show you what I've already done. I've replaced the bearing right here. This is the side that has the two wheels. I've replaced this is the side with one wheel. The bearing here. There's a bearing that goes here. New one. And then there's also one that goes right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8 bearings replaced so far. This piece here is going to go right inside here, the side with the one wheel, but also the one that has the two bearings. This part goes toward the outside. It's kind of a snug fit, and I actually had it on there and couldn't get it on there all the way, so I took it off. And then I was like, hey, I need to be recording this. So let me see if I can figure out why this won't slide all the way in there. And I'll be right back. Okay, so this isn't going through there very well just because this is a newer one and it's just kind of a tight fit versus the old one here where it just glides right through. So this one is just because it's worn down, it glides right through. The newer one is just a snugger fit, and we'll try to get it all the way through there. So there's a little divot in this bar. And there's a longer end, divots a shorter end, it divots in, and then the longer end. We're going to start with the shorter end, feeding it through the inside right here. The side with one wheel, but the two bearings on either side. So that slid through finally. One second, let me see if I can adjust my camera downward a little. Okay, I think that's a little better. So I've pushed that through. Now we're gonna get the gear, put it on, try to. So I'm sliding it in between there, through the hole, push it out through here. If your bearing just shot out, that's okay, it'll go back in. So there's an E-clip, little metal E-clip that goes in that divot in that bar, and it's kind of a pain to put on, I ain't gonna lie, because it's just such a tight squeeze right here. So I'm gonna try to use some tweezers and see if that'll help me get it in there. Yep. Really hard to see, but it is in there. Right there. Little thing right there. Okay. So we also put one right here on the other end of the bar that's holding this bearing on. And then we're also going to put one at this end of the bar to hold this bearing on. Now, like I said, I've never done this before on a 380, so I am using a systematic little instructions here, parts, all that good stuff. And I'm also referring to one video I found on YouTube. So this is one reason why I thought it would be a good idea to make a video. Okay, so back to this. Here we go. This drive shaft gear, I don't know what this is called, so I was looking at my systematic. So this gear shaft, it has a special bearing inside of here. So make sure, if you know your bearings need replaced, that you get this gear. You have to get the whole gear. You can't just get the bearing. So it goes right here. Good bearing right here. We're going to open this up. The small part goes on the inside. Whichever way you're holding it. And then this is going to pop inside of there when you get it lined up. Just like that. Your rod, let's see what this rod shaft is called. Yeah, shaft. So it's going to go through here and all the way through here and this side. You might have to do some wiggling to get it to go through all these pieces. So again, we've got an E-clip that goes right here. There's a divot in between the shaft. E-clip goes here, one here to hold this bearing in, and one here to hold this bearing. That's what we want. We want it to spin like that. So, this, let's see. This is your train pulley. It doesn't look like it matters which side goes which. I'm not real sure. So we're just gonna do it. I don't know. I don't remember. Looks like it's right though. Okay. Where are we at? Okay, so this one's going to be the small one goes here. The big one's going to go here. Here's our tire and wheel. The bearings seem to be good here and here. I'm not going to replace those just because I didn't anticipate those being bad, and neither is the customer, so. So the smaller one is going to sit in between this little divider toward the Polaris. Oh, see right there? One just shot out. I'll put it back on there. I'm going to put one screw to hold this plate, so it don't keep coming off while I try to put the other. Same thing with this one. Bearings look okay. onto its wheels. It should be loose enough that you should be able to do this fine. Kind of like your bike chain when you pop off, you get half of it on, and then you could turn the wheel and it'd go on all the way. So this back one I've got on good, so I'm gonna tighten these down for now. Tighten my screws down. You know what? I missed an an E-clip. There's an E-clip that goes right here. I forgot to put on. Pop that on real quick. See if I could do it without having to take this wheel off. Yep. Alright, we're getting somewhere. I'm actually going to put it on this middle pulley first, and then the front one. There it goes. And I'm going to tighten these two. So there's an E-clip that goes here to hold this bearing on. Same with this side. E-clip that goes right here. Looking good to me, guys. So I think we got that put together. Quite proud of myself. So the feeder tube here, there was an O-ring on here. It was pinched, warped, cracked, so we're going to put a new one on. Put you some lube on it. Oh, well that just shot across the room, so let me go fetch that. Excuse me. Okay, found it. Lucky me, right? Put a little lube on there. Don't use Vaseline. Vaseline will actually make your O-rings swell. So if I was trying to put that on that side, that was wrong. Actually goes right here. Maybe that's why I went shooting across the room. Okay. So on the other body part, this, there is a clip somewhere. Okay. Right there is where this black clip is missing. That hose right there. So I'm just gonna use a sweeper hose clamp. I can find where I put it. I'm really organized over here, so I'm sure you guys can tell. Just kidding. So B15, a sweeper hose clamp, will work just fine. So I'm going to put that inside there and clamp that hose onto that tube. There we go. That thing's not going nowhere. There it is there. It's on there good and snug. So just knock out those last little BBs. This piece right here actually sits somewhere over, where does it sit? Oh, this piece sits over that. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to remember. So what am I doing? I'm just putting a screw. There's two that goes right here. I'm just putting one on for now.
I'm taking it off because I think that screw's too long. Try the other side.
So we put this on after we put this on. Oops.
This way. Okay, and then there's 4 screws. One, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I'm going to screw those on now. I'm not going to tighten them all the way until I get all 4 in there. Then I'll go back and tighten them. Okay, just seemed a little loose, so I'm just going to rotate it. Can you go through the tighten all the way? Go back and tighten the other side. You may have to pick up and push down on the frame some. Yeah, good.
Oh, not so good. I forgot to attach this wheel. So, wow. Oh no, Shannon. Okay. So I was wondering why I had so much of this shaft sticking out. Now I know why. Okay, I don't see any other way around. I don't think this is going to work here. Pretty sure I'm going to have to take the whole body off again. Let's see. If there's enough of that shaft that'll stick through where I can get my E-clip on there, then no. So don't forget to put all 3 tires on. Take these 4 screws out. So, this E-clip right here, it needs to sit inside of the body, not on the outside. This is why there's so much of this rod right here sticking through. And then this E-clip is keeping it from me from pushing it all the way through as much as I need it. So I'm going to pop this E-ring out, E-clip out.
Push it all the way through. There we go. Perfect. Put that E-clip back on, that little divot.
Alright. In business now, baby. You see there's not that piece of the shaft sticking out through here. Now, put the tire on. So these are struggles that you'll probably deal with. So hopefully you'll learn from me, through me, before you make the mistakes I've made. So right here in there, there's a weight, that sits down in there. So again, pop the frame off.
And be able to get it in there without taking this off. Got it. Got a screw stuck in there. So before I tighten everything down, I want it to adjust this. So I'm pushing this part as close to this.
So I want to tighten this bottom one, then push that to that, finish tightening this. Go back and tighten those other 3 screws. Okay. So right there is where that weight is sitting, right where the feeder hose goes.
Okay, well, so the video I watched, they put this on after they put the frame on, but it looks like this model you might actually have to put the feeder tube on first, and then put the frame on. Oh wait, maybe not. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, we got it. There it goes. Whee! And there's 3 screws, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to put back here. Just put a little bit of lube on the screw. It's angled at a weird position. It's got some built up on it, scale, calcium. Oh, yeah, that's the last thing we want to happen is it to get lost down there. Really, really tight squeeze right here. It's hard for me to show you this angle too. I'm trying to put it right here. If I can get it going, I think then I can tighten it with my screwdriver. Oh, look at that, sweet. Might have to take this wheel off to actually tighten it. So I removed the hubcap and the E-clip, and this will just pop off now. There we go. Now we can tighten this little screw. that E-clip back on. Clip that back on. Uh-oh. Okay, so something's not right.
I'm going to take the shield off and just take a peek. See if I see anything. Usually doesn't make that noise, but I'm thinking it's just because all this is new. Yeah, I really just think it's because these gears and stuff are new. It's making that winding noise.
So bam! One last screw and I'm done. Last screw's gonna be right here.
Alright. Where the hell is that? Where did that go? If you got parts left over after you're done assembling, then you've done something wrong. And I obviously have missed a part. Look and see where this goes.
Yes. Let's see. So that is the housing tube line. Looks like I'm gonna take it apart again, folks. Yep. Here we go. Get those 4 screws off again. This is quite a learning experience for all of us, I hope. Like I said, I've never repaired a 380, so hopefully next time it'll be much easier. See, that housing tubing, it goes on the side that has the one wheel. It looks like it actually goes under those turbines. That takes fingers off too, folks. Like that. I always do things the hard way. There's just not many good videos on the internet that I could find that told me all this. So it's trial and error. Plus, we have to move this wheel again to get this last screw off. E-clip, wheel, screw.
I don't remember how this goes, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Okay. Looks like it sits in there just like that. There we go. I think I got it this time, guys, after like the 5th time of having to take it on and off, on and off. Just tightening those 4 screws back up. That's it. Besides the sweeper hose, sweeper hose needs a clamp. Oh. Oops. So take these 2 screws out. Those don't go on there like that yet. Not until you touch this piece. You can check your tail too and adjust these weights. This one's pretty worn down, so I'm going to take it off there, take the one furthest, and as you can tell, this one's not that worn down compared to that one, so I'll put this one here. Same with this one here. Rotate it. This one here. That's it. I'm going to put a clamp here, and then regular hose goes here, float goes here, and this Polaris 360 is ready to clean a pool. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for my next video. Who knows what it may be.